They're totally worthless.
It will be done.
I'm sure it will. We need to kill them now. I've learned my lesson, never leave them alive. They'll end up biting you in the ass later on. Two of them will die, but the third one will not. Suppose we can go there. There's the Rakshasa. Do I care about the Rakshasa? Not really. But I think we'll have to handle him one way or another anyway. Now might be a good time to do it. Oh, Cars didn't like this. Okay. Let's talk to him. Might as well get him joining up on this fight. Because the one thing I needed is more fucking annoying fighters ruining my day. Improved indiscipline. Multiple Rakshasa. Right. So what do we want to do really? I'm not sure what's going to be affecting invisible stalkers. I think I'll just protect myself from veritable spells. Cast a couple of skull traps on top of us. That should clear the air a little bit. Fairly. Right. Not seeing anything too dangerous from them. They are sort of fucking with me though. So we are in a dangerous situation. Where's that damage coming from? We lost all our defenses. That's where it's coming from. It dispelled everything. He can't really attack me all that well, but ooh, I'm helpless. Continuously triggering? Yeah, but didn't do much good.
Let's go to work.
Here waking me up. Okay, can I go invisible? I could, but it's not good enough. Not letting me go. Icelands. Right. So basically the triggers that I have are not gonna be of any real use. Did I kill it already?
Understood.
Didn't I kill it? I didn't kill it. There's probably a better save we can load.
I shall not fail. I see.
Unaffected by prismatic spray, blinded one. So they're immune to at least the poison effect, probably a couple of others. Just use the fire again. Seems to be the best thing to do in most situations, in fact. Area of effect spells. You only need to... Ooh, okay, there's quite a few more enemies coming our way than I thought. And that's basically the end of it. They're all dead. Right. So we need to protect ourselves from the inevitable barrage of dispelled magic. I'll wait until the spell goes away so I can save. This could very easily go wrong in a lot of ways. And more spectral cards. Are you fucking kidding me? Probably not. More. I was sort of certain I got most of them, but well, I didn't get most of them. Ah, and he just refuses to go down. Please just die. Let the acid damage do its work. Here we go. That was more painful than it needed to be. Right. So what do we need? We want a spell shield. We want ability to... Actually, I don't think I want all that much. I'll think I'll horrid wilt their assets. I need is protection from the inevitable dispel attempts. I need to reapply the contingencies later on. This is all about placement. If I fuck up the placement, then we're boned. It's more or less like a fireball, I guess. So, not quite though. That's a lot of dead people though. It's gonna spell isn't working on the Rakshasa. I need a distraction. Can I even target him? No. Get rid of the invisible stalkers. But how? In a nice and efficient manner, how?
Ready?
Okay, force missiles should clear that one. Splash damage might kill the other one. Can't really target the Rakshasa because they use improved invisibility. Try to establish some defenses. Need an area of effect spell. I don't think they're particularly too immune to anything I can throw their way. I don't have good area of effect spells left anymore. So we can do the sucky ones then. Summons versus summons. I think there's a Rakshasa there, but I can't be 100% certain of that. I'm gonna do a skull trap there just in case. What the fuck is happening? Trolls. Shadow trolls. Apparently that's a thing now. He has no more defenses. He's dead. Except he's immune to magic like every fucker here at this stage of the game. Can I do any more summoned creatures? No. Just keep casting at them, hope for the best. Ineffective, ineffective, ineffective. Spell ineffective. Everything is ineffective. Ineffective. Nothing comes and touches him. As a caster, that's pretty fucking frustrating. It's all for nothing. Fine, fine, just kill them all then. They don't have the same level of spells that's needed to get rid of the PvP. His invisibilities aren't gonna mean shit. Ooh, Herald. Find it. What's wrong? I suppose Whale of Banshee might be something they can't resist. It's too high level to totally ignore. Immune to fire damage. I want it out here. Magic resistance. Did not see that coming. Magic resistance. Magic resistance. Right, that could have gone better. Non-detection, folks. Don't care. Still, that could have gone a lot better. I'm gonna rest here a couple of times. I need to restore contingencies and things like that. The current ones are not really doing us any favors. They're never being used for one thing. More importantly, when they do happen, they're not gonna help keep us alive. So Basic contingency first. We basically, in a city situation, want to buy a little bit of extra time. That's more or less the only thing we want. Protection from magical weapons is usually the best one. Because casters we can move about and deal with other means, so it's very rarely that it's the spell shield that we really want. Triggers. There's no point taking third level spells as offensive ones, they're basically not gonna do anything to anyone. Force missiles all the way. This would allow, I think I want to put the lower resistances on a trigger, simply because every time I try to use them, sort of, nothing's come really out of it. Like absolutely fucking nothing. There's some kind of a special ability or something is always ruining it. I don't think I want to apply anything else but the resistances. 2 usually is enough to drop their resistance to 0. 3 will just guarantee it. Yeah, I could reach them against other abilities too, but I'm not sure if I care enough. That's usually not the problem. It's very rare that that's the problem. Even here, it was that these just didn't work. I think they were basically immune to spells of such high level that these just couldn't be applied to them. That's it. The chain contingency is a bit more tricky. Because we can use it offensively, but if we use it offensively, we're basically constantly using it. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, I mean, level 8 spells. Nearest enemy, when we see enemy, triple acid calcium solid wilting, for example. That's a lot of damage, basically immediately applies to the enemy. We can always recast it the next time we rest, see how well it works. We don't have any clever things we can try. The enhanced edition games are usually some things that have a lot of bug fixes to fix obvious exploits anyway. So there would be much harder to get the things to work. And I would consider that a good thing. Right. Journey continues. We can make more rapid progress. I don't recall too many real challenges we should face. There's beholders, but we could even skip that to some extent. I mean, our goal is to just get to the end. And we've already defeated all beholders, so it's not like it's some kind of a challenge to us at this point that we have to overcome.
I shall not fail.
So how is the contingency going to screw things up? Yeah, it's basically just going to. The moment I open this, everything is going to die. There goes the trigger. That's a lot of death. More or less that's how it's supposed to work. We could have waited until the fighting gets more intense, but what would be the point? I have to get the trolls, which means fire, so again we're gonna basically sit in an incendiary cloud. No point for me doing anything else. That's more cost efficient to do things this way. The offensive chain contingency would be better if you actually know what the type of a fight you're getting into. Still, I got no major complaints about it. I think this is where the beholders are. Also pretty sure Pit Fiend can't actually handle them. Not saying it would hurt us if there was a Pit Fiend there. Definitely want one beholder at a time if we're gonna help it. I think we just need to go through this area though, we don't need to actually kill them. But if we move there, the doors will start to open. Between is petrified, not in the frightening type of way. Definitely want to help the Pit Fiend in the fight. I can deal with the Pit Fiend. The Beholder, on the other hand, is a lot more complex opponent. Pit Fiend doesn't care. But it only needs a little bit of help though. We just need to dodge the anti-magic ray because that'll fuck me over. Yeah. So this was a lot easier than I thought it would be for me. Ah, it's a talking door. You may not pass. Okay, why not? Only those who have two heads with no eyes, a pair of mouths but no boys may pass me on this door. Okay, so we basically need two skulls. I wonder would any skull from any place do, not just skulls here. Not that it matters too much.
What would you have of me? I shall be
Fine,
swift about
let's
it.
do this. I think they're fighting among each other too. Point being, I might not be trapped fully here just because, oh fuck, this is looking pretty bad. Yeah, this, no, I'm totally trapped. Okay. Yeah, not good enough. Not nearly good enough. I think we would be using more Abidal sims if I could more accurately determine where the edges of the plastic spell is. Now it's too unclear, so it's a huge risk to try to cast it. That's good placement of the spell. That's probably enough to kill them. I'm not sure if it's enough to kill all the companions I'm currently getting. Right. This is actually in many ways simpler than when I had a team. I would like to say before trying the other wing. Just in case. It doesn't look like it's all that demanding, but things can always go a little bit wrong. Next level should be where we start to see wolf wares and the like. And there the harpies return. Shit. Might as well just hold our position here. For what we do, we need to kill a lot of people. Right, and we're definitely cleansing this place and resting before going to the next level, so there's no point holding back on spellcasting. survivors of the battle in the south will come here, leaving them a few presents when they come. And always protect myself from these. And they didn't trigger. Forgot about that horseshit. Okay, what the fuck is the fighting still going on? Ah, they just can't come to me. Right, no worries. This horrid wheel them away. I think that's it. And rest in peace, restore our contingency. Not sure what contingency I want, though.
I am needed. Very well.
So I didn't actually get the skull, but good for me. Remember to buy more healing potions. There are a lot of ways to use them like this, but who the fuck cares? I have regeneration potions too, I suppose I could use those. $420,000. What kind of contingency do we want? I do like the offensive contingency, but maybe not the moment we see an enemy. It'll well basically be wasted on something totally worthless. Maybe the first time you're hit. When any creature hits the spellcaster circle. But this would be rather have to be something that can't really affect me. So maybe 3 incendiary clouds. I can protect myself from fire. So if I can lure them in a place and my defenses fall, everyone around me basically is gonna get fucked very, very quickly. It's worth a try, I suppose. I don't really have great resistance to fire though. I can get around 70% without anything extra. I can basically switch out that ring, fire resistance ring. 60%. It still means a single potion of fire resistance will get me to 100%. I have 2 here and 0 here, so less than I would like. There's no way to get resistance spells anymore. I have a couple, but not that many. I'm not sure if I should build anything around this. The thing is, the trigger will basically kill me if I don't. So there's always that. Lightning bolt would be easier to sustain at this point. And we have 6 of these, they last for 2 hours. Alright, so 100% immunity on this. We could just basically put chain lightnings in there. They're just not nearly as effective though. Out of curiosity, do I have a protection ring? I mean protection scroll that's protection from fire. Because that would last quite a bit. I don't think so. I have some resistant things. The shields last a little bit. Provide you with the resistance you need. Complete invulnerability to fire. I think these are more or less what we would want to use if we basically get into future fights, because the bottles are much more reliable and last for a longer time. And I don't need more at this situation to get through things. We also might have other solutions, but they can wait. No? Interruption is not acceptable. I don't know if enemy disabling spells, dispel magic spells are a concern to us. It will also strip us of fire resistance. The shaman might actually do that. I don't want to drink the potions yet.
Anytime. It will be done.
Olive smiles. Not sure what kills these. They're immune to his damage. Well, at least he's entertaining them, so that's something. Okay, there's a secret wall here. So combat happening on another level is preventing me.
I shall be swift about it.
I seem to recall there's quite a few traps here. Mostly worried about losing my spell protection, so I'll take those. And Olive Slime. What is he trying to do? Most traps seem to be level 3 spells. Ooh. There's an enemy proper welcome apparently. Okay. Let's see if we can go on the offensive. Yeah, we're a popular guy, I know. How popular? There should be summoners here. That's what I want to reach. Hello my summoner friends. I've been seeing you in a while. Oh, how are we gonna handle these? Not much I can cast. I need to buy a little bit of time, more or less. That's basically it. Nothing more complicated than that. There's also a lot of heavy hitting sons of bitches coming my way. I don't think this is a good place to make my stand.
I am needed.
Where's the summoner? Did I get both summoners? Summoner death. No, I need to get the other summoner too. Where is it? There we go, just in front of me. Ah, he's dead. Yeah. No. No. Very close though. No. No, he's still not dead. Why the fuck aren't you dead? I have 1 point of life. Why? The contingency triggered. Yep.
I see.
I'm not sure where the damage came from. I suppose a couple of spells hit me. I probably didn't have much spell defense at that point anymore. Got poison. Through stone, skin, and mirror images, still got poison. I don't think going after the summoner is a bad idea here, because I have a very limited amount of spells in that sense, so if I can't play the summoners out fairly quickly, I'm just gonna end up being boned. So, right. Some things that have to die. I don't have to worry about the incendiary thing. Just need to make sure I get motion trees, sons of bitches. Single horrid wilting will probably not do. A lot of dead people need to die. I think I is okay. I think I got both the summoners. A little bit fatigued, but that's the worst of it, more or less. It's not a good place to be, though. Demons on. Yeah, I wanted Glabrezus. I think I could have gotten those. Glabrezus probably would have been the 8th level demon summoning. So I basically skipped the one I wanted the most. Wait. Not that it matters, it more or less would have functioned the same. I think they're just more focused on combat than the rest. They won't try to cast anything. I need to re-establish my anti-casting things. I don't know. What? Not really. Right. We need to kill the shamans. Also need to clear this a little bit, so mostly near death and badly injured the guys next to me, so things are going fairly well on that one. I'm not doing too much damage with these. But it's the safe spell to cast. Of course I can just get the fuck out. That's always an option. Spell resistance. Fucking hate that. They're in fairly good shape. Only the slime, really. What does the slime even do? These are regenerating. Okay, it looks like things are starting to be under control. Bacho, bacho. Die.
Insurgents, culture, imperium.
I don't really need to do all that much damage to him, I just need to keep disrupting him. Acid arrow would basically kill him, I think. Uninjured Glabrezu. I give you the finger. Ooh, we could also have disintegration. We haven't tried that even once, I think. Save versus spell. Yeah, that's basically the most thing you're gonna see when you try to disintegrate someone. This should be appropriate, I guess. You really need the greater malice for that. Just don't have the luxury of keeping failing in the casting so many times. The Olive's life still incoming. What exactly harms you in the first place? They're harmless but hard. I think they're basically immune to physical attacks mostly. That seems to be the thing. Not particularly harmful or anything, just more or less annoying. At least we have the center area under control, and I think I'll end things here. There's something like 5 caves we have to go through, and each has some kind of a challenge for us, fighting challenge. Some of them should be fairly easy for a mage, but the Harpy cave, for example, could be very bad. Very bad. We might want to chain contingency that basically just blast them with everything we have the moment they see us. Although, I think that would basically be catastrophic for us. And in fact, I think I have fire immunity, basically, more or less. Fire, magic fire. Is there a difference? This would mean that we should probably move now, because the contingency will likely trigger against the Harpy, so it would cover me in the fire and probably save my life. I would be protected from magical weapons and at the same time burn them down when they come and kill me. So it's a fairly good combination, I think, as a backup. I don't care shit about those. Yeah, I'll try to do that. I think they're gonna throw a lot of fire at me. That's basically all they're gonna do.
I am needed. I see.
This is not the one.
I shall be swift about it.
Probably this one.
I see.
And actually recall what it was, which one it was rather. Yeah, this one. No, that's where we enter here.
I
This would
shall not fail.
be where the Minotaurs are. It's not this one either.
Very well.
I need to find it. More or less a contingency specifically against that opponent group. So if I could get that taken care of, that would be good thinking. I don't think that's gonna work. Let's try and melee. That's a desperate shaman. Entertain our guests, please. If I kill them, I'll use a huge amount of spells to do it. That just isn't worth it.
You cannot win.
Jackal is not gonna win this fight. Still, they're fairly well matched. Both are gonna be dead near each other. Basically a little bit of luck who's gonna die first. Right, harpies, harpies, harpies. Are there harpies here? No, spiders.
Understood.
Hmm. I'll lure them to the fiend. Should have no trouble killing them. I'm probably immune to their attacks anyway. No, 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 no. How the fuck can you be so pathetic? Have to manually bother to kill these. Harpies. Where are my harpies? This is a dead end with nothing in it. Don't care if the shamblers follow me. Oh, well, I care a little bit. I think they're pretty much immune to fire. Where are my harpies? Probably here, right? I just recall that it's some kind of a cave that have entrances to the right here. You have to enter the left direction. I don't recall where it actually was. Yep, yep. Now we're properly
Very well.
fucked. I'm using their own effects to basically burn them down. So I don't really have to do all that much. Seems like a narrow point here. I mean, I don't want to lose the contingency if it's unnecessary. So,
Vita Mortis Carere. Implantus Fulcrum.
if they hit me, the contingency will trigger. Rather, when they hit me at this point, I'd say. But protection from magical weapons will buy me time. I think I'll just incinerate myself right now. It's the more sensible thing to do.
Implantus Fulcrum Imperium.
I'm not taking damage. This might prevent me from casting too. Is that a problem? No, it is not really. Now we wait, more or less. The contingency triggered thing. Yep. I got hit by a disease for 1 point of damage. The infernal harpies will not die from the fire, but everyone else died.
Implantus Fulcrum.
I don't think the contingency was necessarily bad. Against anything else except the infernal harpies would have worked just fine. At the same time, it's totally unnecessary because this time they didn't really do anything too bad to me. Now let's just let them. I just want to put an end to this. 4 infernal harpies. They can't possibly win.
Mortis Carere.
Still, surprisingly little action, considering 5 guys are just mauling at each other. One left alive. Dead. He's not gonna do anything either. He's petrified. Right. So, I think I'll leave things here. So there's nothing too dangerous going on. Still have our strongest attacks left. I think the chain contingency is best used for in an offensive capacity. Alternative is to basically be in a huge room with 100 guys and sort of try to get them all to follow you, then have it trigger the moment that you get any more take damage. So that way you don't have to do anything except sit fucking still and wait until the enemy dies. But I'm not sure if it's a good solution to this particular problem we are facing here. I'd see it being more of a solution, let's say, in the couple of final fights in both the expansion and the original game. There's a couple of extra guys coming to their aid, the bosses, so you have to deal with them somehow. And then you have in the expansion, you have a huge amount of guys coming, at least half a dozen with good melee guys, spellcasting support healers coming to the aid of the White Dragon. So we have basically two options. We either slaughter the White Dragon with overwhelming firepower, or we somehow basically have to trigger and chain contingency our way through a lot of creatures quickly. Either way, overwhelming firepower, I think it's easiest to the end. Yeah, I need to rest. And it'll take some
Ready?
time to clear the rest of the areas. This was just jackals, spiders, minotaurs, and then there's one more which I don't recall what they have. It doesn't particularly matter what they have. The harpies, because of their screaming that I can't resist, were the only real problem.